If there really is a process called reincarnation or rebirth, what we must experience now is we must now meet people who are better, much better than they were 200, 300, 400 years ago. The norm is that it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. If we are given only one chance to live and one chance to die, how can there be reincarnation? In reincarnation, you are going to die 100 times if you believe in the idea of reincarnation. By the way, let us first have a glimpse of what is reincarnation according to the doctrine that people who believe in reincarnation are sticking to. One of them is the belief of the Hindus about reincarnation or rebirth. And other religious groups in the East followed suit with them. Let us read, Brother Daniel.
Hinduism and the belief in rebirth. According to Hinduism, a soul reincarnates again and again on earth till it becomes perfect and reunites with its source. During this process, the soul enters into many bodies, assumes many forms, and passes through many births and deaths. This concept is summarily described in the following verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Just as a man discards worn-out clothes and puts on new clothes, the soul discards worn-out bodies and wears new ones.
That is something philosophical, a great lie. According to what they call Holy Book of the Bhagavad Gita. I have read this book, I have considered the teachings of this book, and I have found lies in this book. One of those lies is the idea of reincarnation. If we are going to read again that part, Brother Daniel, according to Hinduism, a soul reincarnates again and again on earth till it becomes perfect and reunites with its source. Let us study this idea. It suggests that for a man to become perfect, he must die again and again and be born again and again to become perfect and reunite with its source. The doctrine said. If that is true, let us look into reality of what is happening now on earth. If there really is a process called reincarnation or rebirth, what we must experience now is, please listen, we must now meet people who are better, much better than they were 200, 300, 400 years ago. Because the idea of reincarnation is the idea of perfection. If you are going to die now imperfect, maybe on the next life that you are going to have, according to reincarnationists, you will be better than you were before. Because you have learned your lesson before. Then, you again died and is reborn again or reincarnated again. Then, you will be much better. Considering the 6,000 years history of humanity, we must now have lesser problem about criminality in this race, in this generation. Because maybe so many have reincarnated so many times for thousands and thousands of years. This is the time that we must meet people who are all perfect now. But what is happening is the opposite. The opposite is happening. The earth is getting evil and evil. The inhabitants of the earth are more evil than they were before. as it is prophesied in the Bible. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verses 1 to 5 says,
This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
It is prophesied by the Bible that in the last days, people will all be doing evil. They grow evil, more evil and evil and evil as the day of judgment nears. In the Bible, it says that, let us read in chapter 3, verse 13 of the book of Timothy.
But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
Evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So, if the idea of reincarnation is true, what the Bible is saying is not true. Because according to the Bible, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Imagine if there will come a time that a deceiver can be deceived, meaning the one who deceived him is more evil than him. And it will not happen if people are growing better and better and better through reincarnation. But what is happening in reality is what the Bible says.